Hey everyone. Welcome to Top Tech News. This is your news channel for getting updated with the latest tech news headlines and their impact on business and our lives. To read the full news article for any of the news that we cover, simply click on its link given below in the description. To stay updated, show us some love and hit the subscribe button below and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. This way you would be informed whenever we upload a new video. Hi, my name is Dee and I am your host for today. Today's top headlines are: complete Samsung S21 and S21 Plus specifications leaked. Ricoh CEO says Pentax cannot go mirrorless. Xiaomi's M11 is the first Snapdragon 888 smartphone. LG's new refrigerators can now open with your voice. Tesla working on Apple and Amazon Music in-car integration. Let's get started. Complete Samsung S21 and S21 Plus specifications leaked. The complete details of both S21 and S21 Plus have been leaked, leaving little to the imagination. The S21 and S21 Plus will be powered by the Snapdragon 888 SoC in the US and have an Exynos 2100 chipset at the helm in Europe. Both smartphones will boot Android 11 with One UI 3.1, have 8GB RAM onboard, and come with two storage options, 128GB and 256GB. But neither of them is likely to come with a microSD card slot for storage expansion. The vanilla S21 will feature a 6.2 inches Full HD Plus Infinity O Dynamic AMOLED display, while the Plus model will come with a slightly larger 6.7 inches panel of the same resolution. Both screens will be protected by Gorilla Glass Victus and have a maximum refresh rate of 120 Hz. For photography, the S21 and S21 Plus will sport a 64MP triple camera on the back, with the 10MP selfie shooter placed at the center of the screen. Keeping the lights on will be a 4000 mAh battery on the S21, with the Plus model packing a 4800 mAh cell. But neither phone will come with a charger included in the box. In addition to revealing the complete specs, the source also corroborated the previously leaked prices of the S21 and S21 Plus. The regular model will start at €849 in Europe, while the Plus variant will start at €1,049 for the 128GB version, and spending €50 extra will get you double storage. Ricoh CEO says Pentax cannot go mirrorless. In an interview with Alfa Romeo Japan, the president and CEO of Ricoh Imaging Shinobu Takahashi is surprisingly upfront about Ricoh's acquisition of Pentax and the issues the company has had with finding its place in a competitive and collapsing market. The interview was published as part of a collaborative Ricoh and Alfa Romeo campaign where Ricoh is giving away a GR3 and a limited edition Alfa Romeo hand strap, of which only 5 will be made. The interview argues that Ricoh Imaging's goals are aligned with Alfa Romeo's, in that both companies are looking to not necessarily offer the best technology available, but instead aim for the best experience created by those products. In the interview, Takahashi seems to lean heavily into the idea that Ricoh Imaging, which includes Pentax, will continue to develop products that aim for a certain experience, while the only end result the company cares about is tack-sharp images. It's sharp. That's the most important thing for us, Takahashi says. While the company believes it could sell many more GR cameras 10 times more, according to the interview, if it decided to make the lens zoom, that would result in a less sharp finished product. This is a result that Takahashi says the Ricoh Imaging Group would not abide. Additionally, moving to mirrorless with the Pentax brand seems to be completely off the table. It is said that even if it is a Pentax, it should be mirrorless. We also have that technology, but we would abandon the enjoyment of a single-lens reflex camera that looks directly into the subject through the finder, Takahashi says. I cannot do it. Xiaomi's M11 is the first Snapdragon 888 smartphone. With 2021 just a couple of days away, the first smartphone with next year's flagship chip is going official. The Xiaomi Mi 11 has been announced and here's what it brings to the table. With the Mi 11, Xiaomi is shipping the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor along with up to 12GB of LPDDR5 RAM and up to 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. It's a highly capable spec sheet without any major compromises. Xiaomi has also packed in Gorilla Glass Victus, speakers tuned by Harman Kardon, and plenty of extra features, such as an IR blaster and an in-screen fingerprint sensor, which pulls double duty as a heart rate sensor. Admittedly, that last one is pretty awesome. The Xiaomi Mi 11 also packs a killer camera setup. There's a 108MP primary camera with OIS and 4-in-1 pixel binning, a 13MP ultra-wide-angle camera at 123 degrees, and a 5MP telephoto shooter. As for the selfie shooter, there's a 20MP camera that is in a hole punch, no fancy under-display camera just yet. The display itself is a 6.81-inch OLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and 480Hz touch sampling rate. It can also hit 1500 nits of peak brightness in a pinch, and has curved sides too. Xiaomi is also shipping with Mi 12, which is based on Android 11. As for battery stats, there's some good news and some bad news. The battery cell is at 4600 mAh, which is respectable given the rest of the package. To charge it, the phone can manage up to 55 watts wired charging or 50 watts wireless charging. The phone can also reverse the wireless charging for another device at up to 10 watts. However, to charge the phone, you'll need to have a brick lying around already. Following in Apple's footsteps, Xiaomi has ditched the included charger on Mi 11, citing environmental protection efforts. A version of the phone will be sold in a bundle with a 55 watts GON charger, though it will cost the same price from RMB 3,999 in China. The Xiaomi Mi 11 will be sold in Midnight Gray, Horizon Blue, and Frost White, which all ship with frosted glass back panels. Alternatively, Lilac Purple and Honey Beige colorways will have vegan leather. The Mi 11's 8GB plus 128GB, 8GB plus 256GB, and 12GB plus 256GB variants cost RMB 3,999, RMB 4,299, and RMB 4,699 respectively, and is already available for pre-order in China. LG's new refrigerators can now open with your voice. Voice-controlled refrigerators are already a practical reality, but LG might just make them particularly handy. The tech giant has introduced a 2021 line of InstaView fridges that can open the door with a voice command. That's useful when you have your hands full with groceries, of course, but it could also be helpful during a pandemic where you have to be mindful of what you touch. You can expect more conventional voice features like Amazon Dash replenishment, checking the ice and water dispensers, or asking about the day's schedule. The new models also add UV light-based disinfection for water dispenser taps, which is again helpful in a pandemic. LG likewise promises a 23% larger glass panel for the InstaView's namesake knock-to-look feature and the option of making craft ice in side-by-side fridges. As usual for CES-oriented announcements, LG hasn't outlined the pricing or exact release dates for the updated appliances. We'd expect them to carry a premium like past InstaView models. That voice control may tip the balance though, at least if you bring in enough groceries that hands-free opening could save you some hassle. Tesla working on Apple and Amazon Music in-car integration. Tesla is working on adding Apple Music and Amazon Music as new native in-car music services inside its vehicles. While most other automakers are turning to phone mirroring with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay to handle media playback inside their cars, Tesla is insisting on integrating music services into its own user interface. For years, the automaker has been integrating different music streaming services like Spotify inside its vehicles with apps built into its center displays. More recently, CEO Elon Musk said that Tesla would add Tidal to its integrated music services, and now we've learned that the automaker is also working on integrating Apple Music and Amazon Music. Tesla hacker Green spotted early versions of the integration in Tesla's user interface in a recent software update. Based on this leak, it appears that Tesla is working to add several new media sources, including Amazon Music, Audible, which is also owned by Amazon, and Apple Music. Tesla drivers will be able to link their music streaming accounts with those services to their cars and use the services through the car interface instead of from their phones being connected to Bluetooth, which is of course already an option. There's no way to know the timing of the integration, but Green noted that the Tidal seems to be the furthest along in development. With more media sources coming to Tesla vehicles, the automaker recently released a new software update that enables drivers to hide media sources. Now, you can simply go into the settings and have only media sources that you actually use be displayed in the main UI. This feature is going to become particularly useful if Tesla ends up doubling the number of music services that can be linked to their vehicles, which appears to be the case. Well, that's about it for today. Hope you found it helpful. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. And do show us some love by clicking on the thumbs up button. Have a wonderful day everyone, and we will be back again soon.